Well, hello everyone and welcome or welcome back to Life of Wonders. This is Polo and I love making videos of dolls, toys and Disney collectibles. And as always, if you like this kind of content and you feel like supporting the channel, then you already know what to do. So the day has come and we're going to be unboxing and reviewing in detail the brand new Bratz Going Out Sasha doll, and I'm truly excited about this review because I know she's the absolute favorite among collectors from this line, so I really can't wait to see what it's all about 360 for this doll, and we will be comparing her with the previous Alwayz Bratz Sasha doll, as well as over here we have the GCDS collab Sasha doll, but actually there are bits and pieces that I changed, and she's wearing the dress from the girls' night out, which I think suited her so much better. It's got more of her personality, I would say. And here we have our Going Out Sasha. It comes in this new packaging that's very, very contemporary, and it resembles like a cover of a magazine. We can read Going Out right there. Then Sasha, and then there's like a specific phrase for her, which is if you got it, flaunt it. And they're like making reference to, these iconic phrases from the past. And then Passion to Fashion, but you already knew that. Bratz. Then we have the artwork over here, and on this side we have a magnified piece of artwork, and I will try to see if I can read because this is an international box and it's just very, very small. And she says, well, she's Bunny Boo, style tip, conceal, no, sorry, a style tip, confidence is key. If you got it, flaunt it. And then favorite going out activity, tearing up the dance floor. That's cute. Anyway, this is the box. I really wish they came with a poster, but this is what we're getting as a piece of artwork. I will be getting her out of the box and I'll be back in no time. Alright, so here we have our doll, well, the three of them together, and I'm really, really excited. I mean, I don't know, it's just like, I guess it's a new release, so I just can't help it. But anyway, so here we have our Going Out Bratz Sasha doll, and I think she's looking gorgeous, and I kind of like understand why she might be the favorite. But at the same time, I will be very honest and I will just have to point out a few things that I'm not like really crazy about, especially with the whole line, just like in general. Although I feel like the line is pretty cool, I feel like they've also reduced the budget somehow from Always Bratz to Going Out, and that is something that is quite tangible. Um, and so I really hope that they you know don't keep on reducing the budget, because that will just leave us very unhappy, I guess. Anyway, she's very, very pretty. She actually comes with the original sculpt from 2001 instead of like the UV that was used for the Always Bratz, and so that's really nice. Now, in terms of the hair, it's super soft. It's saran, it's curly. It reminds me so much of that of the first variant from Always Bratz Jasmine. So it's basically that very same vibe. It doesn't have gel, probably just like over here a little bit, but the rest is just like gel free, which is great because it's super soft, and the curls are actually bouncy, and they're really nice. Now, this might be a little bit of an unpopular opinion, maybe, I don't know, but I actually do love the Always Bratz line. I feel like I loved every single one of them. I mean, they were very, very special, but in particular because I feel like with the update of the screenings and the thicker eyebrows and everything, they kind of look very, very current and very fierce in a way. Whereas for the new Going Out, I believe we're getting more of a nostalgia feeling because it's actually closer to how Bratz used to look, but in contemporary fashions, but without changing so much like the faces, if that makes sense. And so for these two, you can see that there's like a resemblance in both of them in terms of how the eyebrows are defined and all that. One thing I'm not a big supporter about is that none of the going out Bratz actually come with earrings or any piece of jewelry, I think. I don't know, I could be mistaken, but I don't think so. So I don't know what's going on there. And then the makeup is not as accentuated, which is great because it gives them like that kind of like fresh look and they actually look younger. Um, but then what is this? Like Barbie looks? Or what? I mean, with no pierced ears and no earrings or anything like that. And even like the new basics, like Barbie basics is coming, every single one is coming with earrings. So, I mean, they should come with some sort of like jewelry, in my opinion. And I think that is something because of like the budget shortage that I was just talking about earlier. So that is something yeah, I have to point out. Having said that, she has a deer, a beautiful screening. I love the open mouth for a change. I love the side glance, and then the makeup. As I was saying, it's just like very, very subtle. It has a bit of a smoky eye and a bit of like gold tones for like the eyeshadow, which is similar to what we can find on this Sasha. But in here, it's just like so much. I mean, I'm guessing that these dolls could be going out for a, during the day and during the night. It could be very versatile, but they are not looking like extremely fierce for like a night out, if that makes sense. It's more like a casual, like in the middle of the day. Whereas this one is definitely going out at night. And then the previous Alwayz Bratz has a complete different screening that I appreciated because it was new. And so yeah, I mean, I actually also very much like the edges that she's coming with here, whereas for the newer one, there's no such thing. In fact, this one even has like its own baby hairs, but this one, I don't know, they've just removed it completely, and I think that those would be really nice to use specifically on Sasha because of the hair texture. Now this one over here, I have to say that I love the micro braids, especially going all the way down to the ground. And yeah, basically, I mean, this is like the creation I put together with this dress, which I think is pretty iconic, and I love her. And then in this one here, once again, maybe this is like an unpopular opinion, especially for the people that grew up with Bratz and that have this sort of like very nostalgic feeling. But I really love the Alwayz Bratz. Another thing is that, well, I love the incorporation of pink and how it's done. And I remember at the time that everyone was complaining so much about these plastic bags, which are really nice. I love this design, which is actually based on a designer one, as well as the earrings. And then it also came with that, and then the puffer vest, and then the different layers here are just like, there's so much more. It feels like Alwayz Bratz was a bit extra in those terms. I also love, like, the references with these trousers to her original cargo style skirt, and then I really love the shoes as well back then. So I feel like I really appreciate this though. But then moving on, one thing I have to point out is that the routine for the two dolls that I have already unboxed completely and reviewed, which is Jade and this one, it's so much more scarce than the rest of the dolls that I have here in front of me. And even for the reproductions, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that is going with the budget shortage as well, but I will just show you in just a bit. From the front, it looks amazing. From the promotional pictures, it really does feel like they're going to come with like amazing hair, like a lot of volume and a lot of like density to it. But in reality, I mean, it's just like very little. It feels like, you will see in just a moment. So for example, this reminded me so much of Alwayz Bratz Jasmine, but Jasmine came with so much more hair, at least the first variant, like, because then the other variants were changed and I think were quite worse when compared with the first release. And then what is this? I mean, this is quite possibly the worst bag I could ever have. for any given fashion doll in general. I'm guessing that this is also referencing some sort of like designer bag, but just the execution in like plastic as it is. Probably, I don't know, probably altogether looks kind of fun, but it isn't fun. This is just like this is like Mattel. This is like Mattel at its worst, in my opinion. So I don't know. I mean, it's giving Flintstones in a way because it has like a fur texture to it, and then animal print over here, and then this kind of looks like a bone. And I really don't understand the thing altogether, because to me she's actually giving Motomami, Rosalie and stuff vibes. She's very fierce in those terms, and I understand, probably this goes with the under, well, the top that she's wearing, which has like animal print on it. But seriously, the quality of it, if we were complaining about that, which I think it looks amazing compared to this one, then yeah, this is something I don't really like that much. Now, okay, so screening perfect. The shade of the lips is very, very similar to the one that we saw for the GCSD collab, which is a bit of like a burgundy purpley color, and those are just like perfectly done, as well as the screening, the eyes, everything. Then she comes with these glasses, which are okay, I guess. I don't know if these are supposed to be referencing like Prada, maybe, because of like that little thing that would be like the name of the designer. I feel like they're okay, they're fine. And so now, as we've just seen her face up close, which is amazing, I want to show you the hair, well, from the side. So as you can see, it's really nice, it's really bouncy, it's really soft, it's really long, but it doesn't have a lot of hair. And I'm talking about it with a bit of like just trying to be super honest, because if we gather the whole bunch, it's just super thin. It feels like there's not a lot of density here. And then the way it was displayed on the box, it's even worse, because as you can see, the plaques are very separated from each other, and not just like in this spot. Like if we were to move like to this side, it's basically going like the same. So that is why I feel like the new going out Bratz do not have as much hair as the previous Alwayz Bratz, and that is noticeable. Of course, you can just like put it together and it kind of looks okay, but then when you move them ever so slightly, it feels like there's not much of it. And that is something I really wanted to be very clear about and honest about, because I don't know if it's just me, but for the two dolls that I've already unboxed, that is the case. Now, going out onto her outfit, we find this motorbike racing style Motomami jacket, which is amazing. I really do love like the incorporation of her colors, and then so many influence references to iconic Bratz lines. So over here we can read, what does it say, Bratz Racing, then over here Bratz, then Passion for Fashion, then right over here Stratted Bratz, then on the back Stratted as well with the checkout pattern, and then over here it says Racing, I think. And it's a really nice piece. I mean, it's supposed to be like that of like, the hair is actually getting a little bit worse as I move it around, but anyways, okay. So it's made out of like these, it's really nicely constructed. I mean, like the edges and the cuffs and the color and everything, it looks very realistic. And then it's this like plasticky but also like windbreaker. I mean, it feels like very realistic kind of fabric, and then the rest is like printed over like a sticker kind of thing. And then underneath we find the rest of the outfit, which is just so amazing. I mean, it's really, that is why I believe it's very nostalgic, but at the end, but also it's quite current. It's just like placed in today's fashion, like very avant-garde in a way, and that is something that we love about Bratz. So at the time, this is already like last season, in my opinion. And this is like a rant, but it kind of goes with what Bratz always done. I'm guessing. And so we have this top, which is so cool and could be a top from back in the day. And then she comes with these shorts made out of like denim material, stretchy denim material. And then we have the flare right there, and they're super short, like they're basically like underwear short, but they're looking so amazing. And it's just like, basically the jacket is longer than the shorts. And then we finished the whole thing with these really cool boots. I mean, these were so amazing as well, but obviously they were coming from a signature release. But these ones are crazy, because the thing is, okay, they're supposed to resemble jeans, like the denim material. And in fact, I mean, it's plastic, it's sculpted plastic, but it's done so well that you can feel the texture. The colors are perfect, so they don't feel like printed over. They're really nicely done, and even like the thread going across has like a different texture and is incredibly nicely painted. So the boots are just like, I think the fashion pieces on their own are so amazing, and then the sculpt um for the for the head and the screening and all that combined is great. There's just a few things that I really to point out, such as the quality on this accessory or like the hair, which, yeah, I mean, if this is the case for every doll, I think we should just let know, MGA about it, because we don't want them to decrease quality. So yeah, anyway, this has been like the review and comparison of our beloved Sasha doll from the Going Out Bratz collection. I hope you've enjoyed it and it's been both fun and helpful to all of you. And if that is the case, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Because as always, I'll be more than happy to get back to all of you. For now, stay safe and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.